Alright homies, we all like food, so today we are reacting to the 22 most outrageous fast food items.
I'm just a small town pizza lawyer, but it's still a pizza, even if it's wrapped in over 3.5 feet of bacon.
Barbie Burgers, TRex burgers, and donut zingers. From jaw-dropping concoctions that defy culinary logic to artery-clogging creations that make your heart skip a beat, literally, we're serving up the top 22 outrageous fast food items.
Before we get started, the sausage stuffed crust, they do that at Pizza Company over in Southeast Asia, and it's absolutely amazing. Hot dog crust, as far as I'm concerned, is not weird. Let's continue.
Which one would you say is the wildest?
Let the feast begin.
Burger King's Real Cheeseburger.
Let me know what you think about this new burger.
Yeah, I got
if
something
we can
to
even
say.
call it that.
Marvel at Burger King Thailand's daring creation, the Real Cheeseburger. In a bold departure from the traditional meat-centric cheeseburger, this gastronomic spectacle flips the script by boasting a mountain of cheese between its buns. Unveiled on July 9th, 2023, the Real Cheeseburger took the fast food world by storm, swiftly going viral on social media platforms like TikTok. With up to 20 slices of good old American cheese packed into its layers, this dairy extravaganza left patrons both intrigued and bewildered.
Yeah, so I actually was going to do this for our Beat or Eat It food punishment show. I actually was in Thailand in 2023 when this came out. I got my girlfriend Moe to look for it for me in Patong. For some reason, the Burger Kings over there didn't have it available at the time. And then a year later, I think it was actually re-released. Same thing, we couldn't get it at the stores that we went to. I think it was only in select stores, maybe in Bangkok, I don't know. If you're in Thailand regularly, let me know. But, yeah, the biggest complaints it got was it's too salty. I think when it comes to cheese, you can't get too much of a good thing. However, there is a difference between sort of like cheddar cheese and processed cheese. I can't imagine that burger being delicious, to be honest.
As word spread, eager customers flocked to Burger King branches across Bangkok to
Thanks for
embark on the
videos.
fromage-filled
There you go.
adventure.
I'm going on an adventure!
However, the sheer magnitude of cheese proved to be a challenge for some, with feedback ranging from amazement at the cheese overload to concerns about its intensity. Despite the mixed reviews, Burger King Thailand stood by its creation, declaring, "This is no joke, this is for real."
Now, some stores
Yes,
got
the
rid of it.
Real Cheeseburger may
It's
have
not
pushed the
entirely true.
boundaries of what constitutes a cheeseburger, but it undeniably left an indelible mark on the fast food landscape, sparking conversations and cravings alike.
Only 109 baht. So it's only just over $3 US for that much cheese on a burger. It's only cheese and that's it, fair enough. But all those slices for about $3 US, I mean, slices of cheese are actually pretty expensive. I don't know how they'd even be able to make any profit off that either, to be honest.
4 slices of cheese on a burger.
Smash Burger's Smackin' Cheeseburger.
Oh!
Your favorite.
Fried stuff with cheese.
Introduced in the early days of 2023, this mouth-watering creation redefines comfort food with its bold combination of flavors and textures. Imagine sinking your teeth into a juicy, certified Angus beef patty, perfectly cooked to juicy perfection, and crowned with the ultimate comfort food indulgence, mac and cheese. But hold on, it doesn't stop there.
Wait!
Smash Burger takes it to the next level by smashing that mac and cheese on the grill, creating a crispy golden brown layer of baked cheese that adds a satisfying crunch to every bite. And to top it all off, a slice of good old American cheese is nestled atop the cheesy symphony.
Okay. Honestly, I don't find mac and cheese being on a burger weird. Different? Yes, but not weird. I think a more polite word is probably unique. I can't remember where it was. It might have been at Get a Burger in Brisbane. If it's not there, please forgive me. But I've definitely had both mac and cheese on a burger before, as well as cheese sticks. It's always the bomb diggity every single time. Not something you used to or see every day. I can promise you the taste is amazing. Don't agree on this one. I mean, look, unique, but weird. I will assume if you use the words weird, it means it doesn't taste good. Unique means a good kind of different, I think. let me know your thoughts anyway.
All sandwiched between a butter-toasted artisan bun. But Smashburger goes above and beyond by ensuring that all taste buds are catered to by offering the option to add a scoop of their signature mac and cheese to any burger on the menu. To celebrate the launch, Smashburger even gave fans the chance to win limited edition macaroni-shaped body pillows, adding an extra layer of comfort
That's
to
some
the mac
dedication,
and
hey.
cheese experience.
Right.
How you doing?
Burger King's Barbie Burger.
Don't question it, just roll with it, tiny baby.
On paper, the Barbie Burger may seem like your classic burger setup. A fluffy bun, a juicy beef patty, and a sprinkle of bacon crumbles for that smoky flavor. But
Now, I've forgotten the chick and her name, but there's a girl in America that was releasing a range of pink sauce, and I can't remember what the flavor is. I know in the comments you're going to be able to tell me straight away. I don't care how good it tastes. Sometimes other senses like sight and everything are just as important. And it's very hard to look at a pink sauce and think, oh, geez, that looks absolutely delicious. However, usually when it comes to food, as long as it tastes good and it doesn't make me sick, I'll at least give it a go. But we're not off to a good start here.
what truly sets this burger apart is the mesmerizing, eye-popping pink sauce that stands out in a world of burger blandness.
like strawberry ice
The
cream.
Barbie Burger isn't just about the main event, it's a full-on pink party for your palate. Your meal deal includes a pink vanilla Barbie shake mixed with strawberry Nesquik powder for an extra pop of flavor. And what's a meal without fries? Ken's potatoes are just regular fries, paying tribute to Barbie's iconic bow. To wrap up this pink extravaganza, you'll be treated to a pink frosted donut.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, that's going to make money.
Because why not add a little more sweetness to the mix? As colorful as the Barbie Burger is, so are the reactions it's garnered. Some have fallen head over heels for the whimsy and flavor of this pink creation, celebrating its audacious pinkness as a feast for the senses. However, others have found the sheer vibrancy of pink a bit overwhelming.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
I'll
too.
just I'll get in the box then.
Pizza
Look, I'll
Hut's
try it if I
Burrito
have to.
Pizza.
Pizza's playing by a new set of rules, New Zealand.
Say hello to the Burrito Pizza, a delightful marriage of Mexican zest and Italian flair,
Okay.
courtesy of the innovative minds at Pizza Hut New Zealand.
Okay. My only issue here is, I'm sorry, Pizza Hut, but in recent decades, quality of your pizza's not so great. And usually when it comes to the cheaper chain, they usually get their more basic pizzas right, like, you know, a sausage, a pepperoni, and Hawaiian. But once they try to do these schmancy-mancy pizzas, oh my god, great English, right? They usually taste very bland. So, I'm already a skeptic here. Let's continue.
New Zealand. Known for their daring culinary experiments, Pizza Hut New Zealand has a knack for turning heads with their unconventional creations. From the chili dog stuffed crust pizza to the
Oh, that would be
cheesy
great.
Marmite stuffed pizza, they've never shied away from pushing the
Marmite,
boundaries
sorry.
of traditional pizza fare,
Gross.
that's for sure. But their greatest concoction has to be the burrito pizza. So
Uh-huh.
what exactly makes this pizza a standout on the menu? Well, imagine a tantalizing base of mild chili beans adorned with a colorful array of onions, red bell peppers, jalapenos, and juicy tomatoes.
I won't knock beans on a pizza. It doesn't sound appetizing to me on first impressions here. However, I've had breakfast pizza before, which includes like egg, bacon, and the baked beans. That was actually absolutely fantastic. So even though beans don't sound appetizing, you never know.
But wait, there's more.
I mean, I got you a beef and bean burrito.
They take it up a notch with a drizzle of delectable burrito sauce and a sprinkle of fiery chili flakes for that
Sauce looks
extra
nice.
kick. And let's not forget the pièce de résistance, a generous blanket of gooey mozzarella cheese that ties it all together in a harmonious symphony of flavors. The result? A pizza that seamlessly blends the bold, zesty
nachos on the
flavors of a
pizza too.
traditional burrito with the comforting cheesiness of a classic pizza, creating a culinary masterpiece that's sure to leave your taste buds singing.
Put some hot sauce on
Well,
my
what do you
burrito,
guys
baby.
Jack in the Box's Burger Dippers.
All right, let's see what's in the bag today.
Recognizing the challenge of enjoying a traditional burger on the go, Jack in the Box tested this innovative concept in 2019. A burger you can eat like a fry. Burger dippers featured a chopped hamburger patty encased in a crispy coating, complete with plenty of sesame seeds for added flavor and texture. The end result? All the deliciousness of a cheeseburger packed into a convenient dippable form reminiscent of a French fry.
That's actually pretty clever. I mean, it's not something I would probably go out and get, but hey, I mean, if you like the taste of a burger, but you're on the go and you kind of want to have a cheeseburger and a stick, I mean, why not? Beef, cheese. I don't know how I'd feel about so many sesame seeds. I don't know if that would be necessary, but imagine if you just had sticks of like battered meat and cheese and maybe a little ketchup inside. That could work, I think. I think that idea is genius, to be honest. Again, a little bit unique, of course.
For real.
This might just be the most outrageous burger spin-off ever. Dipping sauces included ketchup and ranch.
Yeah,
However,
right.
despite the initial
Okay.
excitement surrounding this inventive menu item, burger dippers have yet to make a return appearance on Jack in the Box's menu.
They probably
Hey,
get
Jack,
dry.
we think it's time to bring this menu item back for an encore.
This the happiest I've been all week.
Yeah. I reckon they get dry if they're
Dunkin's
not fresh.
glazed donut breakfast sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Here's why I know it's right. It's because there's a voice. Don't do this terrible mistake.
Introduced in 2013, this audacious creation takes the classic breakfast sandwich to new heights by sandwiching bacon and egg between two halves of a glazed donut. And a
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd do this. I mean, if you've got a sweet tooth, I know people in America and Canada, they like to mix a sweet with a savory. Even I do to a point, like, for example, when you have the pancakes with the egg and the bacon on the side, fair enough. But just eating it in like a muffin style, but with a glazed donut instead, nah, too sweet for me. I think I'll pass.
A world where fast food breakfast options continue to push the boundaries of flavor combinations, the glazed donut breakfast sandwich stands out as a prime example of the sweet and savory trend. While some may raise an eyebrow at the notion of pairing sugary donuts with bacon and eggs, Dunkin embraced the challenge, offering patrons a unique breakfast experience
Not for
unlike
me.
anything else on the menu.
I don't think you should do this.
Despite its indulgent nature, the glazed donut breakfast sandwich surprisingly clocks in at a relatively modest 360 calories.
That's actually not that many. I'm pretty sure if I get 2 sausage and egg McMuffins from McDonald's, it clocks in somewhere between 500 and 600 calories, which is okay if you're skipping lunch. Like, I just eat 2 times a day. But one of these only 360 calories? That really isn't actually that much. I'm wondering what kind of sugar they're using on the glaze. I don't know.
Making it a tempting treat for those looking to satisfy their morning cravings without overindulging. And with its irresistible combination of sweet glazed donut and savory bacon and egg, it's no wonder that this daring creation quickly became a fan favorite among Dunkin' customers.
What if it's a voice of reason?
Nah, I don't have that voice, believe me.
Burger King's chocolate menu.
Chocolate Whopper.
Get ready to satisfy your sweet tooth with Burger King's chocolate menu, a decadent collaboration with Hershey's that took Thailand by storm in January 2023. While
Always
chocolate
Thailand.
collaborations are typically associated with the US, this mouth-watering menu was exclusively released in Thailand.
Okay, I'm always in Thailand, as you guys know, and I have been frequently since 2022. And I never saw this burger. I saw that spectacular cheeseburger that they did. I haven't seen this one. You've already lost me. I mean, again, to be fair, we haven't heard the ingredients on this yet, so I'll let the video speak through it. But yeah, chocolate meat patty, nah.
At the heart of the chocolate menu is the Hershey's Chocolate Burger, a true standout in the world of fast food innovation. Instead of the traditional sesame seed bun, Burger King opted for one infused with the rich flavor of Hershey's chocolate, enveloping a flame-grilled beef patty in a cocoa-infused embrace.
That does sound good.
Okay, so it's
But
only the bun.
chocolatey journey doesn't
Is it
stop
only the
there.
bun?
The burger is topped with
No,
American
that's chocolate
cheese,
sauce too.
crispy fried onions, savory bacon, and a generous drizzle of Hershey's premium chocolate sauce, creating a sweet and savory flavor that'll leave your taste buds either singing or asking a lot of questions. Burger King also introduced the Hershey's Whopper Jr., featuring a flame-grilled beef patty, American cheese, tomato, bacon, lettuce, pickles, onions, crispy fried onions, mayo, and barbecue sauce.
You know what? When it comes to the chocolate burger, that's actually pretty clever to have for a small amount of time, whether it's 3 or 4 weeks, because even if the thing is absolutely disgusting, these companies now are starting to embrace the power of social media, and so people are just going to buy it so they can make a video and talk about how disgusting it is. And it's a case of, like, any publicity is good publicity, which is not always the case, but in this case it is, because if 1 million people watch this viral chocolate burger, they're all going to go buy the chocolate burger just so they can make their social media videos as well. And obviously you're not going to have it on the menu permanently, but for 3 or 4 weeks, they could possibly make bank on these things, even if it's for the wrong reasons.
All served on the new chocolate burger bun. But the chocolatey adventure doesn't stop at savory offerings. Burger King also delighted customers with Choco Fries, classic French fries drizzled with Hershey's premium chocolate sauce, as well as indulgent desserts like the Hershey's Choco Pie. Unfortunately, this delectable menu of chocolate-infused treats didn't stick around for long, with the Chocolate King's reign coming to an end on March 31st, 2023.
Have it your way.
Little Caesars bacon-wrapped deep dish pizza.
Little Caesars!
While a deep dish pizza on its own is already a tasty and fulfilling meal, Little Caesars decided to take it up a notch by adding a new layer of meaty goodness. This outrageous creation features a deep dish pizza with the crust wrapped in over 3 feet of bacon. Yes, you heard that right, 3 feet of bacon. But that's not all. To ensure that there's plenty of meat to go around, the actual pizza is generously topped with pepperoni and bacon crumbles, creating a flavor-packed masterpiece that's sure to satisfy even the hardiest of meaty appetites.
That does look pretty good. Looks pretty rich though. I reckon after a couple slices I'd be done. Yeah, my only concern would be if it's dry, because there is a lot of meat in that thing, but as long as it's fresh and it's juicy or moist, I hate the word moist, but as long as it's cheesy and it has a nice moisture to it, has a right level of sauce, I mean, I'd be all over this like a fly on shit. I think this is great.
Well, it's got lots of pepperoni.
While the bacon-wrapped deep dish pizza may sound like a carnivore's paradise, many customers found it to be a bit overwhelming after a few bites. Still, this limited-time menu item found a dedicated following during its 2015 release and made a comeback in 2019. After all, when the amount of bacon used to make your food can only be measured in feet, you know you're in for an unforgettable experience.
Just have a couple slices.
Keep your eyes peeled, because who knows when it might make another comeback.
Objection!
Loving these outrageous munchies?
Oh,
then, if you're new to Babbletop, go ahead and smash that subscribe
guys, make sure
button.
you give us sub to Babbletop as well. And
Now,
to us
some
while
more
you're at it,
freaky
please.
fast food. KFC's Donut Zinger Burger.
Another donut burger.
Donut.
In late 2021, KFC South Africa unveiled a limited edition menu item that sent shockwaves through the fast food world, the Donut Zinger Burger. This crazy creation redefined the concept of sweet and savory by sandwiching a juicy zinger chicken patty between 2 glazed donuts.
I mean, it's no different to the Dunkin' Donuts thing that we saw, you know, the egg and bacon muffin at the Dunkin' Donuts with the it doesn't matter, man. I don't care if it's chicken, beef, egg, bacon. I just think in some circumstances, like I said, you can mix the sweet with the savory and it's fine. But this would just be too much for me. You're not going to win me over with this burger at all.
Effectively replacing traditional burger buns with the sugary confections. The social media response to the Donut Zinger Burger was
Don't mess with my chicken like that.
polarized. While some hailed it as a stroke of genius, others denounced it as an abomination and even a crime against humanity.
A donut hole in a donut's hole.
While some of the comments may have been a little harsh, the very idea of combining fried chicken with sweet donuts was enough to ignite fierce debates among food enthusiasts and critics alike. Despite, or perhaps because of, its divisive reception, there was widespread speculation that the Donut Zinger Burger would eventually receive a broader menu release. So if you're hoping to give one a try, never say never.
Don Homer, I have baked a special donut just for you.
Burger King's Spam Menu.
You know that smoky, tasty flavour you get in a Whopper?
Yeah.
That's not smoke.
Prepare.
I don't know know whereabouts in the world Spam is popular. I think it's I guess you could say not a street food, but like a low-level food delicacy in Hawaii, isn't it? That they fry Spam and put it on burgers with pineapple or something. Let me know in the chat. In the 80s, Spam kind of took Australia by storm. I mean, it was supposed to be a cheaper substitute for meat. But what I find unique about Spam is, let's be honest, it takes crap, and it's also actually more expensive now than the real thing. So I can't even begin to think of a more obsolete meat item than Spam. I don't see what the appeal is, what its purpose is anymore. If I'm missing something, let me know. But so far, we're not off to a good start here.
Prepare to embark on a culinary journey to the heart of Hawaii as Burger King pays homage to the Aloha State's beloved comfort food, Spam. In 2007, Burger King made a bold move to tap into Hawaii's unwavering love affair with Spam, a staple found in virtually every kitchen cupboard across the islands. Enter the Spam menu, a breakfast offering that quickly became a sensation among locals. The star of the show? 2 savory slices of Spam, nestled atop a bed of fluffy white rice and accompanied by a generous serving of scrambled eggs.
If the Spam is grilled, okay, maybe you could make me a believer. I forgot to mention, I have had Spam grilled a couple times, and I thought it was okay grilled. I think it's hot garbage coming out of the can. The turkey Spam is even worse, but the ham Spam coming out of the can grilled, it's okay. I still don't understand why you would use that over regular butcher meat. I'm just saying.
And every morning somebody just dips the beef into it.
The saltiness of Spam harmonizes with the mild rice and comforting creamy eggs for a delicious meal. But Burger King had more to offer. They also introduced the Spam croissant and biscuit sandwich, each featuring Spam as the star ingredient. Burger King's decision to embrace Spam showcased their dedication to catering to the distinct tastes of Hawaii. In a place where Spam is a cultural icon, Burger King understood the importance of paying homage to this beloved comfort food.
Bringing life to a whole new generation of delicious Krabby Patties.
Wendy's Triple Baconator.
Oh, okay. The moment I looked at this, it reminded me of the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas. You know that place apparently where people 350 pounds or heavier can stand on the scales and then get their meal for free? This just looks like a disaster waiting to happen. Too much of a good thing.
Wendy's Triple Baconator was a burger that pushed the boundaries of indulgence to truly epic proportions. This monstrous creation wasn't just a burger, it was a cardiovascular catastrophe lurking between 2 buns. Triple Baconator tipped the calorie scales at a mind-boggling 1,350 calories.
I'm actually surprised it only tipped the scales at 1,350 calories, to be honest. I thought that was going to be like over a day's worth of energy. Like someone my size, who's moderately active, could probably have maybe 2,200, 2,300 calories. I thought it was going to be more closer to that. But 1,350 calories, I could eat that burger for breakfast, maybe have a very small dinner, and still not put on any weight. That's crazy!
It also contained huge amounts of sodium and cholesterol. In simple terms, this burger was a nutritional nightmare, with 3 beef patties and an unholy army of 6 bacon strips leading the charge. So why would Wendy's unleash such a dietary disaster upon the world? It all came down to competition. As an iconic fast food chain, Wendy's had long sought its own signature burger.
Something different, something that'll really hit the spot.
Something that could stand toe-to-toe with the likes of the Big Mac and the Whopper. Thus, the Baconator line was born, including the formidable Triple Baconator. While this behemoth did manage to turn heads and sell well, the astronomical calorie count was impossible to ignore. Eventually, the Triple Baconator vanished from the menu, making way for the more modest Son of Baconator, which weighed in at a comparatively svelte 630 calories.
Some other guys try to fool you with a burger that's more bun than beef.
That's it?
Arby's Big Game Burger.
This has a much more satisfying meat to bun to condiment ratio.
Launched in the fall of 2023, this burger is a carnivore's dream, blending equal parts venison and elk with classic ground beef to create a patty like no other.
Venison and elk, eh? I mean, I haven't had venison for a very, very long time, and I've never eaten elk, which is kind of similar, I'm guessing. Wow, that sounds incredibly exotic. I wouldn't even begin to know what to expect, but you've piqued my interest, so I guess already you've sort of done something right.
In true Arby's fashion, the Big Game Burger seamlessly combines the seriousness of football season with a touch of humor. The result? A meal that's sure to delight fans of both the game and good food. The patty itself is a unique blend of 34% venison, 33% elk, and 33% ground beef, deep fried for an extra crispy exterior.
I'll be looking at my new Tuesday hamburger.
Nestled beneath a toasted brioche bun, the Big Game Burger features layers of melted Swiss cheese, Big Eye Swiss cheese, sweet garlic and dill pickles, and a generous helping of crispy onion strings.
You know what? I think brioche buns are my favorite buns to have on a burger, providing that they're fresh. I just love the element of softness and texture that they add, because it kind of really brings out more the condiments inside it, I think, with that type of bun. Anyway.
But the real kicker is the drizzle of dark cherry steak sauce that adds a touch of sweetness and tang, perfectly complementing the rich, savory flavors of the meat. For those new to venison or elk meat, the Big Game Burger offers a familiar beef burger experience, although it definitely comes with a unique twist.
Arby's, we have the venison.
Little Caesars Pretzel Crust Pizza.
Best thing since sliced
Sounds a bit too salty for me.
Prepare your taste buds for a journey of indulgence with the Little Caesars Pretzel Crust Pizza. Discontinued in 2018, it made a grand return to Canadian restaurants in 2023. What makes the Pretzel Crust Pizza so outrageous? Well, let's start with its defining feature, the pretzel cornicione, a fancy term for the outer ring of crust. This unique twist on traditional pizza crust brings a delightful blend of salty and savory flavors, thanks to the generous sprinkling of pretzel salt.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the thing with pretzels. Like, I absolutely love the texture, but I would just imagine in this scenario, it would probably just be a little bit too salty for me. I would imagine that would be the #1 complaint for this pizza, and probably the thing that would turn me off. But again, hey, I would try it.
But the true outrageousness comes through in the sauce. Instead of the traditional tomato sauce, the pretzel crust pizza features a rich and creamy cheese sauce base, creating a decadent foundation for the mouth-watering toppings.
I'd probably have some marinara and cheese sauce. I'd probably mix them both together.
Gooey mozzarella cheese and savory pepperoni. And for those craving an extra layer of indulgence, Little Caesars offers the option to upgrade to a cheese-stuffed crust, ensuring that every bite is bursting with cheesy goodness. With its bold flavors and innovative twist on classic pizza ingredients, the pretzel crust pizza is sure to get all the senses jumping.
Yeah, I saw the pretzel dippers on the side. I wouldn't mind if they just did those instead. I'd just have my regular pizza, maybe a pepperoni cheesy stuffed crust, regular crust, and just have the pretzel dippers on the side instead of the garlic bread. You'd probably win me more with that.
Here, you can have a piece.
Thank you.
Carl's Jr. PopTart Ice Cream Sandwich.
Oh, that looks so much.
Pop-Tart.
It's time to embark on a sugar-filled adventure with Carl's Jr.'s PopTart Ice Cream Sandwich. In a bold move back in 2013, Carl's Jr. dared to add this innovative dessert to its menu, pushing the boundaries of traditional fast food offerings. This delicious treat features a generous scoop of creamy vanilla ice cream sandwiched between two halves of an untoasted, iced and sprinkled strawberry Pop-Tart.
You know, that's one of those things that would probably absolutely taste delicious in the first bite. Like, it's going to be delicious, but you just look at that and know straight away that level of sugar is going to make you feel sick if you complete it. Like, that would be like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but like times 10 in richness, I reckon.
I just made a whole movie about
too much of a good thing, I think. I'll have one bite, that's it.
The combination of cold, creamy ice cream and the sweet, fruity flavor of the Pop-Tart creates a sugar shock experience that's sure to satisfy even the most insatiable sweet tooth.
Pop-Tarts are too much
Crafted
for me
in store for
sometimes.
maximum freshness, the Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich is served in a convenient plastic wrapper, making it the perfect on-the-go indulgence for anyone craving a cool, sweet treat. And Carl's Jr. didn't stop at using Pop-Tarts. They continued to push the boundaries of dessert innovation with the introduction of brightly colored, cereal-flavored Fruit Loop mini donuts in 2018.
Friends, Pop-Tarts, pastry mates, lend me your ears.
Papa John's Fritos Chili Pizza.
Better ingredients. Better pizza.
Papa John's Fritos Chili Pizza was a
Okay.
bold departure from the typically
Those
traditional
crispy things on
offerings
top.
of this pizza chain. In 2014, Papa John's joined the food mashup trend by introducing this limited-time pie topped with beef, chili sauce, and Fritos.
Oh,
along
okay,
with
that's-
the usual
okay, that's what we
suspects like
call them.
onions, tomatoes, and cheese.
We don't have Fritos
The
in Aussie, I
concept
don't
behind
think.
this pizza was to recreate the sensation of enjoying a heaping pile of chili in pizza form, but with the added twist of introducing Fritos for extra crunch and flavor.
You know what? Honestly, that pizza looks pretty good. I mean, if you have too many Fritos on it, there could maybe be an issue with, I guess, probably a little bit of a dryness and texture and stuff. Like, I think when it comes to a pizza, like the cheesiness and the moisture is very important. I don't know. But I think I would at least give that a go, to be honest. There was nothing about that was like, ooh, gross. Hey,
Do you want
worth
the
a
butter
shot.
sauce with the pizza or not?
Yeah, no, give me a bunch of everything.
Fritos were piled high on top of the pizza after it was cooked, adding a unique texture and a burst
looks
of
alright,
zesty
honestly.
crunchiness to every bite. While this bold combination attracted some fans, it also received criticism from detractors who felt that the sauce lacked enough kick. However, one major design flaw became apparent to all. The Fritos topping would quickly become soggy during delivery, making the
I
pizza
didn't
eating
think about
experience
that.
a little less enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, imagine all the moisture from the pizza and the heat and everything also being in the heat bag for like maybe 30 minutes during delivery. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be getting the effect that you were selling in the commercials. I could see that being a big problem, actually.
Half the fun of Fritos is the crunch, and once you lose that, you've lost the battle.
Yeah, fair
I just
enough,
don't
fair
like
call.
pizza.
Taco Bell
Eat
Captain
in.
Crunch Delights.
Whoa, new cinnamon Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch.
This is both a sweet and greasy delight. Taco Bell's Captain Crunch Delights were introduced in 2015 for a short time. These little nuggets of sweetness offered an odd take on Taco Bell's usual fare, resembling the popular Cinnabon Delights, but with a colorful twist. Dyed red to resemble crunch berries, these delights were dusted with crushed Captain Crunch cereal and filled with an off-white milk-flavored cream.
Okay, at first I thought they were ice cream, but it's like a off-white flavored cream. Not sure about it, because again, I don't know what flavor the cream itself is, so it looked probably would have been nice if it was ice cream, but moving on.
Oh my god, so creamy.
The result was a confectionery dessert bursting with sweetness and nostalgia. However, fans quickly discovered that beyond the cereal dusting and sweet cream filling, the overall experience was notably greasy, quickly reminding diners that they were indulging in a fast food treat. Additionally, enjoying these delights fresh and warm was essential, as they tended to become soggy and less appealing when left to cool.
Only at Taco Bell.
That's the problem with fast food in
Popeye's
general.
sweet and crunchy tenders.
I've had these. I think.
Chicken tenders all the way.
Long before the frenzy surrounding the Popeyes chicken sandwich, these tenders caused a stir with their unconventional spin on a deep-fried classic.
I thought they were a regular part of the menu. Now, I've only ever had Popeyes once, and it was at Singapore Airport, and it was like at a really crazy hour, so they were out of some food items, but I think they told me that they had these chicken tenders, and I'm pretty sure this is what I got, and they had like a smoky barbecue sauce with it. It was absolutely delicious. I loved it. I'm not going to lie and say I like Popeyes as much as KFC, but I enjoyed my experience. I didn't realize that this was a guest item, but let's continue.
Unlike traditional Popeyes chicken tenders, the sweet and crunchy tenders featured a coating made from shortbread cookie crumbs, adding a delightful sweetness to each crispy bite.
Feels unfamiliar?
Maybe, okay.
Tastes like chicken.
This unexpected combination worked
Maybe
surprisingly
these are
well,
different
offering a
ones.
subtle sweetness that complemented the savory chicken without overpowering its flavor. But the real jolt came from the special dipping sauce, the smokin' pepper jam. This sauce was blatantly sweet, with corn syrup and sugar as the first two ingredients. It tasted like sweet and sour sauce with habanero peppers added for good measure. While the sauce started off with a decent spicy kick, it quickly faded to the sweet side of the spectrum.
Yeah, see, with sauces, it's a fine line sometimes getting to that balance, huh? I think heat and sweetness goes hand in hand together, but you have to have them like at the right levels with one another for sure.
Sonic's Pickle Juice Slush.
No thanks.
Pickle juice?
I'm already out.
You got?
No
In a
thanks.
world of traditional fruity slushy flavors, Sonic dared to be different by introducing this limited edition offering, which made its debut in 2018 and came back briefly in 2022. As the name suggests, this icy concoction combines the sweet slushiness and salty flavors of pickle juice.
No thanks.
Pickle Rick!
Creating a drink that's both refreshingly tangy and surprisingly satisfying. Despite its unconventional ingredients, the pickle juice slush has garnered quite a following among adventurous beverage enthusiasts. While the idea of a pickle-flavored slushie may sound strange to some, it has proven to be a hit among those who appreciate the bold and the unexpected. During its limited availability windows, fans of pickles and adventurous drinkers alike flock to Sonic to indulge in this one-of-a-kind beverage experience.
I know I might be being too judgmental here, and I don't have anything else to say, but when I think of this, it might be a bit unfair. I just think of going to the bucket of pickles at the McDonald's and just going glug, 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 glug in the pickle juice. I don't find that appealing, and I just feel like this slushie would be exactly the same thing. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, thank you.
Pizza Hut's Doritos Crunchy Crust Pizza.
This chip will change everything.
This audacious Aussie creation, introduced by Pizza Hut,
I
took the
remember this.
concept of cheesy crust to new heights. Picture a crust that's dangerously cheesy and audibly crunchy, featuring a layer of mozzarella cheese adorned with original Doritos chips and sprinkled with cheddar. It was a bold departure from traditional pizza crusts, offering a unique twist that promised to tantalize the senses.
Two problems again with this pizza. One, it could be a little bit too salty. Two, it could be a little bit too dry. And three, off the top of my head, it could probably also go soggy. Again, being in the heat bag or long delivery times, things like that. Probably worth a try for something different if you dine in. You wouldn't want to get one 30 minutes later, though, I don't think.
Where's my potato chips?
Oh, we're not having chips tonight, Munchkin.
However, despite the initial enthusiasm surrounding this innovative creation, reactions were mixed among customers. Some described it as a novel twist on traditional pizza, while others found the combination of burnt corn chips and disjointed cheese to be less than satisfying. Ultimately, the Doritos Crunchy Crust Pizza has been discontinued and is no longer available on Pizza Hut Australia's menu.
I never even saw it. I have to admit, I mainly eat
Tacos
Domino's.
Stuffed quesadilla tacos.
Oh.
Boy, I sure could go for 100 tacos right about now. No.
In a bold move that merged two beloved fast food favorites, Del Taco introduced their stuffed quesadilla tacos in August of 2021, offering a solution to the age-old dilemma of having to choose between quesadillas and tacos. This innovative creation combines the cheesy goodness of a quesadilla with the familiar format of a taco.
That does actually look pretty good. I just hope that the extra level of bread doesn't take away from, like, the taste or the moisture. I don't know. I mean, again, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. I won't knock it yet. I mean, the ingredients and everything look pretty good. I'm kind of on the fence. I guess we'll hear the pro and cons during the video.
Providing customers with the best of both worlds in one mouth-watering package.
It was a good one. Chicken, cheese, guac, but they forgot my pico de gallo.
Each stuffed quesadilla taco features freshly grated cheddar cheese and creamy queso blanco, along with a variety of savory meats and classic taco toppings. For those craving the sizzle of grilled chicken, the grilled chicken stuffed quesadilla taco delivers with tender grilled chicken, shredded lettuce, and diced tomatoes. Meanwhile, the crispy chicken stuffed quesadilla taco offers a satisfying crunch, featuring crispy chicken alongside the cheesy goodness. Rounding things out is the carne asada stuffed quesadilla taco, which showcases the bold flavors of freshly grilled carne asada, adding a savory punch to the whole cheesy ensemble.
Yes, this should provide adequate sustenance for the Doctor Who marathon.
Wendys TRex Burger.
Look out, stomach.
Guess we're not going to find out.
In 2013, Wendys unleashed a monster of a burger onto the world, the TRex Burger. This colossal creation took the concept of a burger to unprecedented levels, boasting a whopping 9 beef patties stacked high between 2 buns. The mere sight of it could rival the awe-inspiring stature of a prehistoric T-Rex. Initially available at a single Wendys location in Canada, the TRex Burger quickly gained notoriety for its jaw jaw-dropping size and calorie count.
Like we're used to eating big meals.
With a staggering 3,000 calories, it was a
Oh.
culinary behemoth that few dared to challenge.
Yeah, look, you know what? I think more onus needs to be put on human beings to make better choices with their food and stuff. But this is also kind of like poking the bear, you know what I mean? I'm surprised a monstrosity like that is like not being regulated, you know what I mean? I'm not one of those people like, we need regulation, you need to cancel this, you need to... But seriously, 3,000 calories in a burger? I mean, you're just putting people in the way of temptation there. That's dreadful. With that being said, I probably would try to eat it, but responsible me would probably not have anything else to eat afterwards for like a day and a half. But moving on.
In fact, the sheer enormity of the TRex burger posed a logistical challenge in itself. No ordinary human could hope to take a single bite that encompassed its entire girth. However, despite its initial popularity, the TRex burger's reign was short-lived. Once corporate officials caught wind of this mammoth sandwich, it was promptly removed from the menu. Perhaps it was the astronomical calorie count or the sheer absurdity of its size that led to its demise.
Little A and B.
Either way, the legend of the TRex burger lives on.
You sure nobody wants a sandwich?
Pizza Hut's Crown Crust Pizza.
One large crown crust?
That's me.
Get ready to have your culinary world turned upside down with the Crown Crust Pizza, a daring creation that defies convention and blurs the line between pizza and a cheeseburger.
I think I've seen
This
that somewhere
audacious concoction
before.
hails from the inventive minds at Pizza Hut and is tailored specifically for the bold palates of the Middle East. Pizza Hut's never been one to shy away from culinary experimentation, and the Crown Crust Pizza is perhaps one of their most extravagant creations yet. It starts with a mouth-watering pizza topped with all the fixings of a classic cheeseburger.
New Crown Crust.
I can't remember if it was a pizza company in Thailand or another business, but I'm almost 100% sure that I have seen like a cheeseburger crust pizza before. I've not tried it, and I certainly would try it again. As long as you get it dine-in and fresh, it's probably going to be absolutely delightful. I could imagine something like this getting very dry very quickly.
Pizza! Juicy beef patties, melted cheese, crisp lettuce, ripe tomatoes, and tangy sauce. But here's where it gets truly outrageous: the crust. Instead of your typical pizza crust, the Crown Crust Pizza features a crown-like crust adorned with cheeseburger gems, miniature burgers that take each bite to a whole new level of deliciousness.
Honestly.
So if you're feeling adventurous and craving a taste of something truly out of the ordinary, look no further than the Crown Crust
That looks
Pizza.
delightful.
Can I have a cheeseburger?
Count me in, count
Hungry
me in.
for more?
Anyway, well, what food items did you find the craziest, guys? And let me know if there was anything else that was supposed to be on the list. Babbletop, thank you very much for allowing me to review your video. And, alright, I'm out, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Time for food myself.